Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mutating Leo turned that little turtle into a little turtle man. Watch as he mutates right before your eyes. With a quick few seconds, you've got yourself a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle to fight all that ninja. He comes with tin can and goop and pizza that mutates into, well, pizza. And knives that turn into bigger knives. Hey, blast that turtle. Never mind, that's just a regular turtle. Oh wait, no it's not. Oh, it's a ninja turtle. Cowabunga. That's not all that mutates. Wait, I hope that's a tail. Whatever it is, still weird. Collect them all. Get them at Target or the 90s. Cowabunga. Alright, today I have a re-release of the Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutating Leo. This was part of one of the original lines back in the early 90s, I think 1992. Playmates put it out where you can transform the Ninja Turtles into little turtle creatures of themselves, and they would be able to mutate very much like Transformers. So Target is now re-releasing those. They have, I believe, exclusive rights to this style, and I was able to pick up a Leonardo. Would have preferred for a Donatello, but I'm not sure if he has not been released yet or they just did not have him at my store, so I wasn't going to pass up a Leonardo because I do not have one of the originals. So the box and the packaging itself has this cool little window flap, so if you're an inbox collector, you could leave the flap open, or if you are like me and you want to open it up, transform them, and play with it, then you could do just that. So you can see the rope ties on the back. Probably the original design was either plastic or lead. It was not as eco-friendly as things are nowadays, and they are colored green, so they are right on brand. So we will just snip those off and they will not stay in the environment for decades. So good for them. We do have a little bit of the plastic ties at the bottom, so Hasbro wins this battle. Hasbro with their completely plastic-less packaging, which I know everyone is a huge fan of in the Hasbro toy collecting world. All right, so let's look at our Leonardo. So one thing out of the gate, which, like I said, I do not have the originals, so I'm comparing them, but if you look at the original, the articulation was just forward and back. This guy actually looks like he's got a lot more mobility. He's got like ball joints, which is probably part of the transformation, but you can get some really cool movement out of those arms, which is the first thing I noticed, because Ninja Turtles are fantastic. Their legs have more mobility, but their arms are just forward and back. So really happy about this design. And his accessories that he comes with are supposed to be mutating swords that I'm not quite sure if you spill mutagen on a inanimate object, it will mutate, but that's okay. It does look like you can get some pretty cool stabbing out of it though. So I might be able to use that in some of my stop motions of more like an action and stab somebody. We'll see how that goes. Then we have Pizza, which transforms or mutates. Keep mutagen away from your pizza or most food. I'm not sure if it's toxic. It's not like Play-Doh. So it looks like it transforms into a throwing star, which is odd looking because it still just looks very much like pizza, but that's okay. It's a cool little feature where you pop it back and spin it around. And he comes with a little instruction booklet in case you needed to reference how to do his mutations. I'm sure every kid who had the original went through these thoroughly and didn't just wing it. So yeah, there's his mutating katana, and then it shows that his shell pops open, and it looks like you fold his legs into his arms, and his arms go into his shell. So that's a pretty neat little design. So let's play with them and see if we can get him to get his mutation going. So the shell, there we go. Oh, and he's got his head goes in the back. So similar to Transformers, where either you tuck the head back, but this one looks like it flips around so that you can get the non-masked turtle. And it looks like a soft belly, so this way it doesn't get in the way and it doesn't rip. So it looks like his head pops up and pivots around. So just being transparent, growing up I was more into Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joes rather than Transformers, and I believe me trying to monkey around with transforming or mutating this Leonardo, I believe it's starting to show. So I will have to brush up on my Transformers transforming skills if I'm going to get any more of these mutating turtles.
So his head spins around, and it's pretty awesome. Just very cartoonish, very comical looking, absolutely adorable. And then he's got these little legs inside that are very rubbery, and they're just on just a little pivot, and they come right out, and they just kind of fold over. And then let's see what we do. Okay, his feet and legs, look, they spin around. Actually, I really like these the ankle articulation on these. They're pretty awesome. It looks like he can do some dancing or kicking. Yeah, so these, I'm trying to see how they become his front feet. There's some things in the way. Oh, okay, so his arms were getting in the way, so we got to fold his arms in, and then those will go into the shell. Then we have room for the legs to come down, or I guess I could have spun them the other direction and avoided all of the busy appendage traffic, but that's okay. This is a learning experience. And then it looks like his shell clicks into place and then holds them right there. And then he's our cute little non-threatening turtle. You can still see his bands on his legs, so you could still identify that it is Leonardo or any of the colored turtles. He's got a little bit of a neck articulation. And then since these are just knives, you don't think anything of them because they're not mutated into katanas, so you don't think anything of that being a Ninja Turtle, although the pizza is probably a dead giveaway. If it was maybe a throwing star sitting in front of him, maybe it won't be as assuming. But little did you know, this is actually a Ninja Turtle. And then we will quickly pop his shell open. Different definition of quickly. And all right, it looks like I push up on the back a little bit and it clicks it out of place. But as I was saying, he quickly morphs into a Ninja Turtle. His arms come out of his shell, as is actually accurate for a turtle. He can pull him in and out, kind of, when he's feeling threatened, and his head pops out, and his back turtle legs kind of pivot in. Yeah, and then he clips into place. So just like that, he is a Ninja Turtle again, and he is ready for action. And oh, those knives, those are actually swords, which the handles of these katanas are actually, I believe, wider than the actual hand. So I'm probably not going to pop those into place because I don't want to break his thumbs, because I'll leave that for the mob if he tends to owe him money. But yeah, you can see like they look like they'll fit the normal action figure sword, which is much thinner. So if I want to use them for anything, I'll probably borrow it from my original Leonardo. So all in all, really happy with this. Happy that they did the re-release. I know there's some mixed feelings on when they re-released some of the older figures on whether or not they're collector's items as much. But for someone like me who doesn't have the original, I'm very happy that I have it now. So pick it up if you get a chance at Target. Thanks for watching. Actually, I just want to take one moment. I realized that there were actually 2 accessories still in the packaging. So there's the can of ooze and then the tin can. I'm assuming it's either a can of beans or spinach. So the can of ooze. So thanks for watching. Again,